Every old city is surrounded by various stories, legends, tales, and tales, which contain a lot of information and summarize essential, fateful events or phenomena with fantastic elements. Klaipėda is also a legendary city, about which many folklore works of different genres have been composed. Some stories take us to a fantastic, often frightening, menacing world that emerges before us at night. That world is ruled by the devil, ghosts, and other entities of the underworld or water world. Others, historical stories, introduce us to fierce battles, and fairy tales open the door to the everyday life of our ancestors. Folklore sources about Klaipėda also indicate its legendary places, which we will reveal based on East Prussian folklore. Let's take a look at one of the most legendary places in Klaipėda, the castle site. Memmelberg Castle played the most important role in the life of the city in the 13th to 18th centuries. At the beginning of that period, the poetic Livonian Chronicle and Duisburg's Prussian Land Chronicle were written, which described the battles for Memmelberg Castle. At that time, folk art also spread.
The castle, a den of thieves. Johannes Zembrickis claimed that, on the site of present-day Klaipėda, even before the time of the order, there was a pagan castle, a den of thieves. Called Klaipėda or Klaipėda, mentions of bandits in this area appear in several sources, not only during the time of the Teutonic Order, but also in later periods. Although the available information is scarce, it shows that piracy and looting were widespread in the Baltic Sea and along its coasts. It is no coincidence that in 1630, Pope Urban VIII issued a bull prohibiting the appropriation of goods from shipwrecks. The Baltic coast, especially Palanga, was ravaged by Vikings who ruled the Baltic and North Seas, so formidable that even the wealthy Hanseatic League, with its 35 warships, could not defeat them. The Vikings, seekers of adventure and fortune at sea, founded a powerful pirate organization in the 14th century called Friends of God and Enemies of the World, whose members shared their loot equally. No sources have been found documenting Viking raids specifically on the Klaipėda coast. However, the situation is different with privateers, about whom historian Dineas Alertas provides intriguing information. A privateer was a person authorized by the government to attack enemy ships during the 15th, 18th centuries. According to Alertas, between 1466 and 1472, after the Treaty of Tarunya, privateers under the order gathered in Klaipėda, from where they began their acts of piracy. The pirate leader Jacob von Rode was supported by the commander of Klaipėda, who received a share of the loot in exchange for providing refuge. In 1520, the people of Klaipėda sent out 2 yachts to privateer. In 1523, the privateers left Klaipėda after intervention by the Grand Master of the Order himself. It seems that the close ties between the Klaipėda commander and the pirates led to tales portraying the castle as a den of thieves. In the 15th century, pirates in Klaipėda were particularly brazen, prompting complaints even from the cities of Danzig and Königsberg. Alertas mentions that during that period, 42 pirates were captured and sentenced to death. However, the most active period for piracy in Klaipėda was between 1600 and 1750. It appears that a story about 3 captured bandits in Klaipėda has survived from that time.
The Brandt brothers became famous for heroically defeating 7 sea pirates on November 1, 1813, in the North Sea. The pirates had seized their ship by deceit, but the brothers, without any outside help, managed to kill 5 of them and capture the remaining 2. For this bravery, they were awarded Iron Crosses. Unfortunately, no romantic pirate figures ever emerged, nor are there any traditional tales of hidden treasure in Klaipėda or its surroundings.